Well, that was at like 2 inches yesterday morning. Driveway settled back in. Pretty well washed too. It looks better than it did before cleaning barn yesterday. Except for these few spots where, somebody didn't want to pitch it off the ground. Anyway, I am up late. I was awake at 4. I just didn't move. I got up and went to the bathroom. Then I went back to bed and laid there, which is usually a really bad thing because usually I am to sort of move after doing that. Okay, found the other calf outside by the water trough. And I don't see any new ones over here. Now, there's one. I wish they did figure that out like the first couple days, but found another one and another one. I guess I don't think there's any new ones. And now check on this one. Head up, ears up, and laying down. What you think, baby girl? Huh? When are we gonna see you up and active? Oh, they thought they were gonna miss out on breakfast. Quite a few of them like to stay on the other side of the wall right there and sleep at night. Anyway, get my chores done. We may take her toast. Am I gonna get to see her get up? There we go. You just saw that, didn't you? She got some gooey shit stuck to her butt. Hey, Mama, you didn't clean the shit off her butt. And Ty proved that she eats. Ty doesn't think she's quite as early as I told her. Oh, she's checking Rainy out. Rainy just walked behind me. But when you get an early one, there's sometimes that, things got to finish developing. Doesn't matter what you do for them. Mother Nature still has to finish her job. And there we have it. And that big glob of shit on her backside. Alright. Now we can all say we've seen her eat. Because I hadn't seen her eat just because, it wasn't what Ty showed me. Yep. Hey, the creek's up a bit. Not too big of an opening down there at the bridge. Actually, yesterday, standing right where I'm standing, you might have barely seen a little water there. Because it was seriously a couple feet lower. Thought it might be up a little bit today. And I don't know what's over there. Middle of the screen, light colored spot. Oh, I know what that is. That's that frickin' balloon. I'd like to take those Mylar balloons and wrap them around somebody's head. Just make a big enough opening to put the head in and pull it down and then tie it. Whoever decided those were such a good thing. Because I've seen where they've killed cows because they were in the hay. Well, cows eat whatever's in front of them. If it's in the feeder, they eat it. So do sheep. So do deer. All kinds of wildlife. And a few years ago, the fence between the two hay fields, one of them wrapped up in there, shorting the whole frickin' place out. Yes, I dislike those things. I mean, they're all sweet and innocent. Except people don't keep them where they belong. And they let them loose, or they accidentally let go of it. I mean, that's the first one I know of we've gotten for the year. We end up with probably 20 of them. Maybe more than that with the ones we don't realize, you know, over the years have gone through the combine or gone into a bale that we didn't find. Okay, that's enough of that gripe. I gotta finish feeding. I just remembered, somebody asked me what we were using for engine oil. We used Chevron Delo 400 for years. And this stuff is supposed to be basically the Canadian version. Performance and appearance, I can't tell the two apart. We tried other oils. Worst thing we ever did was use Case IH oil for a while, because the 5288, it burnt that stuff. That was before the rebuild, but after we had done some work on it and kept it from burning near as much oil as it used to. And we went back to Delo 400, quit using oil. Even the trucks, they didn't like that other stuff. And this stuff, say, performs just like Delo 400. It holds up, it doesn't burn off. And I think it might have been Camo Cowboy Outdoors that asked me about that, but don't quote me on that. If it was you, Gary, there you went. I showed it to you. If it wasn't you, well, whoever it was, let me know. I'm still working my way into the house. Okay, attempt number 4, because the raindrops were hitting the screen and switching it to photo and not video. So, he just got the seat moved back. He drove it from the neighbors to here, a quarter mile with the seat forward. Pat wasn't a short guy, but he was really short-legged. And then we'll do this again, because, Ben, are you excited?
I'm very excited. It's going to be better now that I got the seat pushed back.
Yeah, you can drive.
I can actually drive now.
You don't have your knees up underneath the steering wheel.
My stomach's not in the steering wheel.
And Pat is very happy that you're the guy.
Oh yeah, I'll take good care of it.
So, I think he's going to probably wash it when he gets home.
I might not have to.
Yeah, he might
well,
have to.
the thing is, most of that dust been on there long enough. It's going to need a little soap and water to it. And then he's going to get it under cover and dry it and polish it. And
it doesn't even need.
He's probably going to sleep in it tonight.
Okay, but like,
and for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Every vehicle I've ever had up to now has been a project. This is the first vehicle I've ever had that's like runs good, or like doesn't have some underlying issue.
So there you have it. He's a happy kid.
I'm very happy.
And I see Maury's got his cargo light on.
Oh, it has.
It has. It has
well, ghosts. You can get out of the rain.
It's a Ford. Yeah, it's nasty out here. At least the wind ain't blowing too hard. Well, look, Penelope's going to do something. Is doing something. So we got to get some straw in here again. And there goes Bean, Ben. And Maury will go, and that's Crystal. Her family's the ones we sold the 7 steers to. No, Tylin is not going to do the pulling. She's just trying to see which way they're crossed. Now she's giving me the evil eye. So it's been, well, Maury saw her with her tail out before they left. It's been a couple hours. Far enough out, she just reset the chain on the right leg, reset it above the ankle, and put a half hitch above the hoof.
You got a half hitch in there?
This one we got to get out a little farther.
No. Okay.
Trying. And yes, those are some big hooves.
Yes, they are.
Big puller's on, head is back. She had the head started and then it took its head away. We've literally been an hour trying to get the head back up. That's on his way because neither one of us can get it. Can't even get it to where we can get the snare on it. So, yay! Oh look, Ruby. and Boomer down there. Nobody over here doing anything. And he's been at it for 45 minutes or better. Tried to get the snare on the head, but the way the head's laying, the metal piece on the snare that brings the two halves together was catching on the pelvic bone. So now he's got a chain around it. So now I think we're going to get serious. I think he finally got it. Well, that battle's over. He's going to go watch his kid play soccer in the rain. There's probably 150 pound bull calf laying in that tub. Almost got him out alive. And I was surprised she got up as quick as she did. So I untied the halter, pulled her head up, she rolled up. Richard ended up yelling in her ear. And she got right straight up. Stood there for a second, wobbled, fell half down, got back up, fell half down again. She's been up since. And I'm flat out whooped from that thing. So, anyway. Fucking sucks. But, as they say, if you got livestock, you got dead stock. So, hopefully the rest of them ain't like that. That is a cowboy calf.
She goes back to my babysitter.
And that cow's grandma, I believe, was Ty's babysitter when she was a little kid. So, and yes, it's still raining. And yeah, I can't see the bridge from here, but I doubt there's an air gap on it now. It's coming up the face of it by now. Richard said he ran into a couple flooded roads on the way over here. So, anyway. It is what it is. The thing I have to dig with a hole with right now is the skid steer, and it's way too wet to go out and dig a hole. So, it may be a couple of days. There, we'll give you a puppy to start with. How you doing, Ghosty? And Bandit. And there's Balin. And Red and Blue and Rainy, the old dogs. She's pouring a messy bucket out. Anybody that knows what we got buckets in the barn for, that one's got a head snare in it. Should have the chains and handles in it. And me and that thing just had a fight that's the hardest fight I've ever had with it, honest. 2-year-old. She's not overly small. She's big enough now that she'll... Sorry about the interruption. This one's one that Ty calls Penelope. This is Cow Crazy Lady's favorite one that we have. We got started on it. Big hooves.
Trust your gut.
Yeah, trust your gut, she says. I've had a gut feeling about her for 2 or 3 days. She started calving today. Looking at the hooves, I would guess it to be no smaller than 120 pounds. We didn't weigh it after I got it out. It's no lighter than 150 pounds. It is in the tub out there with a board over the top. Freaking head was back, but not like normal. He kind of had his head off to the side. We spent 2 hours on it. The vet spent 45 minutes before he got the head up. None of us could get the head snare on where we could do anything with it, because the joining piece in the head snare kept catching on her pelvis, the bottom of the pelvic wall. So he finally got a chain around the head. We got the head out, finally. Actually ended up, I thought we were going to pull it off, with that puller pulling just the head out. Then once it was out, pulled for broke. viable till we were halfway out, I suppose. Ty and Becky did CPR on it because there was still a heartbeat. Then there wasn't. So it's a fact of life. If you got livestock, you're going to have dead stock. Somebody's going to say, oh, you should have done a cesarean. That's great if they're not too far in the canal first. That's great if you want to take a chance of the cow living through the cesarean. We've had good cesareans, we've had bad cesareans. Had cows live through them, had cows die the next day. She should live. She'll probably get carried over. It was a little over 3 hours of a little everything. And can't say it's the bull. Sorry about the interruption again. Wife was moving the car and the puppies ran out. They're not supposed to do that. Anyway, probably carry her over as long as she survives, and she should, barring anything strange happening. That calf is out of the same bull that there's 4 in here and 2 in the main group that are out of. None of them were too big. I mean, literally, that calf in the tub is bigger than that heifer calf right there, or the bull calf behind her, and they're 2-3 weeks old. And she likes that chain apparently. Anyway, shit happens. Y'all know the rest of the words I say. Fuck me. Anyway, just means one less on payday, and with the vet bill, a chunk of one going to him. So he's going to want to get paid here shortly. Whenever the bill gets emailed, it'll get paid. Caught her at the breadbasket again. Reaching over. Smart little girl. Well, hey, you've seen our day. And, yeah, these girls aren't in too big of a hurry to go to the feed barn, even though it is that time of day. And the 2-year-olds over there, they were all staring at their friend across the gate. And I'm whooped. Seriously whooped. So, see if I can walk the plank over there with a bucket. I'm not so sure about that at the moment. It'll get done though. And Crystal, the gal that was here, she did everything she could do to try to help. Probably learned a few things. She wasn't here by the time the vet got here, so. But same vet she uses. Good, bad, or indifferent, I don't know. All I know is anymore, we got the best vet in this part of the country. Oh, Rini is still out here. Thought I was gonna have to go find her so I can feed the dogs. Anyway, something else happens before I put the video up. Maybe you'll see it, maybe you won't. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you're, what is this, Sunday? Hey, look, it's Sunday. And yes, my watch is slow by quite a ways. I need to throw it away and get the other one out. I hope everybody has a great Monday. And you saw our Monday, right? That's what we're going to call it. It sounds like last week. Sunday was a Monday. Anyway, I gabbed long enough. Things to do. I haven't even had lunch yet. So, you'll find something to tide me over until dinner. Since I'm back here, there you go. There's no air gap. It's a few inches above it now. And hey, it quit raining for a minute or two. But I'm done feeding. I'm going in. And they're not happy. I picked the crumbs up that they kicked out of the tubs. Tubs are empty. They give them a day or two. If they just eat it a little slower than they do, it'd be better. Anyway.